Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than a speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say what you gon' do?
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chicks, you don't know the occupation.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. With the Vikings and 49ers, you might remember, met in the divisional round of the playoffs a season ago. The Vikings coming in off the overtime win against New Orleans. But the 49ers, they were rested and ready, and they got a couple of touchdown runs from Tevin Coleman. And their defense shut out the Vikings in the second half as that wound up a 27. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Haskins. And a quick throw 75 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 83 yards, and the Vikings have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Haskins. Haskins hit and he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
At their own.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they were...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Smith catches right side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Cook. And he's got some space here. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled it.
Well, this run defense gets an F so far. They're letting this guy carve them to shreds in the first quarter of play. He's already hit the 100-yard mark.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Back to throw here. And then he completes it to Callaway. And he will have the Vikings 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every
throw opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times do we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Haskins to throw it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
George Kittle.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
21, 49ers 14.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. On play action, Haskins. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
First down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
28, the ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down and 4, Haskins. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
The strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now they try the right side here. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Haskins to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Now he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 13 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kicks away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They start the drive with Cook. In on the stop, it was Tarvarius Moore.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And it's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Number 28. A gain of 15. 1st down, 49ers.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The shotgun, Haskins. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown, 49ers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try to get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run. Sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Flushed him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
49er first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run.
It's a gain of 11.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard battle. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off near his own 48. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him
and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 23-yard run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at number 31. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Now it's Haskins. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it second and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. Where the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
There they got the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Just get there and bring him down. Tack McKinley coming in and dropping for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
21.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Down at the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
3rd and goal.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Niners 42, Vikings 28. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, and this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 16 yards, a 1st down. We know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well.
1st down, San Francisco.
Now a handoff looking right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 1 yard to go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Niners 49, Vikings 28. Dan Bailey set to kick.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25-yard line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Try! He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one goes for 36 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run. Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounces is good.
All right, just checking. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.